You're listening to Empty Nexters, a podcast about finding joy, beauty, and wonder in the next season of life. What's your next? Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Empty Nexter podcast. I'm your host, Shelly, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. This is going to be kind of a fun podcast. I've been thinking about doing this one for a minute, just because of a topic that I thought was kind of fun and quirky and interesting. So with that being said, let's dive in. So let me ask you, have you ever found yourself looking in the mirror? I'm sure you have. Have you ever wondered, when did you actually go from being young and thriving to seasoned and surviving? Anybody? Yep, yeah, this episode's for you. It doesn't matter what age you are now. Young ones, don't turn me out. Aging is the privilege. Can I say that again? Aging is a privilege. And today we're going to talk about how to embrace that with style, humor, and a whole lot of wisdom. That's right. So grab your favorite cup of tea or coffee as we dive in to this episode that I'm calling All Golden Girls. Let's dive in. So when I say this line, what show comes to your mind? Thank you for being a friend. Anybody? I can hear you. Yes. The Golden Girls. Those four goofy ladies living in their Florida condo, living their best life. All the crazy antics they used to get into. You remember the Golden Girls? I never really watched it back when it was on TV, and I don't really watch it now, but I've noticed in popular culture, it's come back around. And I got to be honest, I might have a t-shirt. I might have a bobblehead in my office with a golden girl. Yes, there's a whole story I'm going to talk about in a minute. But you know, when I think about the word golden, what does that mean? Like when you think about the word gold, what do you think? Well, gold is a very sturdy material. It's a metal. It's been refined in the fire. It can take a lot of pressure and heat. It can withstand. Any of my golden girls out there wanting to connect now? That's right. You know, when you get a certain age, and I'm speaking mostly to maybe the 50 plus crowd, but listen up, younger ladies. You want to know how to be a golden girl and walk into that golden season? Listen to some of these encouragements. Golden women, golden girls, golden seasons. Those are beautiful times. That means we've come through some stuff. That means we've weathered some storms. You know, trees are stronger because of the storms they've weathered. Gold is refined through pressure and heat. And I can honestly say I've been through some pressure and heat. And I know some of the women in my Empty Nexter community have been through some of that themselves. So I did some research on the golden state of mind, or a gold state of mind. And it generally means having a positive, optimistic, and resilient mindset. It implies a sense of happiness, confidence, and embracing life with a golden outlook. And all those things are biblical, in my opinion. We want to speak to the resilient mindset, which means we don't give up. We trust in God to give us the strength. We find our confidence in Christ, and we have a sense of happiness that only comes through Jesus. But ages often is seen as something to fear. I've been there. The thought of aging, it's scary. You know, the thought of retiring, how am I going to afford insurance? And, what about my health? There's all those real things. But I think we need to flip the script and talk about the beauty of growing older. We are in a season where it's really up to us how we embrace the aging process. I can embrace it kicking and screaming, or I can walk into it with my eyes wide open and be ready to be that golden girl, that tried and true, confident woman of God that I want all of my Empty Nexters to be as well, and all the ones coming up behind us. So I do have a funny story about the Golden Girls, which is really the reason why I titled this. So, not that he's ever listening, but Gafar, thank you for helping me title this episode Calling All Golden Girls. It's because you called me one way back when. So here's the story. So I work on a church staff, and in this season, I've been working there for quite a while. We're split kind of down the middle now, with half of us over 50 and half under 40. So my under 40 friend Gafar, he happened one day about probably 7 or 8 years ago, just very flippantly, not disrespectfully, He was in the same room as one of my coworkers and I. We were just having a fun time. We tend to like to have a lot of laughter. If you know me, I like to cut up. I like to have fun. And he just very funny said, Miss Shelly, y'all are just the Golden Girls. Can I tell you, when I heard that, I about came undone. I put my hand on my hip and I looked at him. I said, what did you just call me? Because in my mind, the word Golden Girl meant them 4 old ladies that lived in some condo down in Florida with gray hair. I was not a happy mama. Let me tell you something. Because at that point in my mind, I thought, if I was going to be anybody, I would be like, one of those girls from Friends, maybe Phoebe, the fun goofball blonde that just kind of has fun. And I never in a million years thought anybody at this season, maybe I think I was 50, looked at me as a golden girl. Now, again, he did not mean it disrespectfully. He just thought, y'all are the Golden Girls. Well, I got to thinking about that when I went to write this podcast episode. I thought, you know what? That's right. I'm a golden girl. God has allowed me to withstand and allowed me to stand strong in every season of life. God has allowed you, if you're a golden girl listening here, to stand strong in every season of life, that he has refined us in the fire, that he's pressing us like that potter on the wheel, making us more beautiful for his glory and his purpose. So you know what? I'm embracing it. Bring on the Golden Girls, and I love it. So to quote the golden girl, in my opinion, of all golden girls, Betty White, here's what she says. Getting older can be a fun process if you just lighten up on yourself. Because nobody ever says, hey, let's go look at that old lady. No, they just see your smile. And that's what I want. I want people to see the joy on my face, whatever age I am. We might be going through stuff. It might be the real deal with our health with this today. And it's hard to fake it and put on a smile. But you know what? I want to be able to walk through every day showing the next generation, this is how you can do it. This is how you can embrace that golden girl age. Come on, anybody of my sisters out there? All right, so we're going on to the silver era. We just talked about the golden era. Now we're talking about the silver era, the aging and the wisdom. It often refers to the later years of life, sometimes called the silver years, symbolizing wisdom, experience, and grace. Since silver is associated with gray hair, it can be a time of reflection, contribution, and enjoying the fruits of one's labor. One of my bestest friends, Beverly, she started going gray, silvery gray, when she was about 30, and she tried and tried to cover that hair up. She finally gave up. Can I tell you, she has the most gorgeous, beautiful hair I've ever seen. People pay so much money to have that color hair. I mean, young ones even pay a lot of money to have that color hair. That is, to me, the trademark of a golden girl. Even though it's silver, it's that trademark of a woman of wisdom, a woman that has seen some stuff, been around a while, prayed some prayers, been in that war room of prayer, all those things. I want to embrace that. I don't want to run away from it anymore. I want to enjoy that golden season of my life. I hope you can hear where I'm going. I hope you guys are resonating with this. Now, I'm going to say this one too. I want to be able to laugh at myself more. I'm not saying I want to be the butt of a joke or anything like that, but I finally am realizing I'm at the point now where embarrassment doesn't necessarily mortify me like it used to. I mean, I don't want to get embarrassed, but I'm learning to take everything in stride. I'm learning to laugh at myself. I'm more open to speaking about my flaws and even my weird quirks, as y'all have heard on this podcast, I'm sure. And I think it makes it easier for other people around me it's okay to let down and be real. And it really is okay. Besides, I think laughing, the Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, it's like a good medicine. It's a cheerful heart is a good medicine. And to quote something else I just thought while I was reading this, at a certain age, you're 58, I've been through some medical things, and at some point you just kind of go, yeah, whatever. Yes, I want to be modest and I want to be all that, but I'm thinking, okay, what do you got to do? Okay, go ahead. I'm okay. And it's just like, you got to find laughter and humor and joy in everything when it's really up to us, because it really is up to us. Are we going to embrace this season? Or are we going to run away from it? I just want to embrace it. I'm thankful to be 58. Can you say that you're thankful to be whatever age you are? God has you here for a reason. As long as you're breathing, you have a purpose. And we want to find what that purpose is as we embrace our golden years and that we rock the golden girl lifestyle. You hear me snapping my fingers? Oh, yeah. So living as a golden girl as we age means embracing life with humor, confidence, and a strong sense of friendship. So here's a few action steps that I thought would be very helpful. Number 1, we need to prioritize friendships. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. It says 2 are better than 1 because they have good rewards for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift the other one up. But woe to him who's alone. When he falls, he has no one to help him up. Stay connected with your friends. I mean, have a friend circle. It could be 1, it could be 10. It's up to you. You know, they have this thing out now called Friendsgiving. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. You know, I've had some friends, like I said, a few podcasts ago, I have a friend, my longest friend is 45 years. I still go to church with her. We're clipping along. I have close friends that I do life with. Make that a priority, but you have to be intentional. We don't want to shut ourselves away this season. We need to bring people in. That makes life so much more fun. And how much more fun is it to get out on a golf cart like I did recently, hop off of a golf cart and go swing. I did that, y'all. I don't even know where that came from. But it's like God is opening up this new sense of joy and purpose in my life that I just want to embrace this next season, the Golden Girl season. So come on, anybody going to come with me? Embrace humor. Again, I love to laugh. I love to be silly. I try to keep it together when I have to, but you know what? Let's laugh and have fun. Find reasons to laugh every day, whether it's through comedy or just reminiscing or just being silly. And I can do that. Pretty much don't need to be told. I can do it anytime, anywhere. Don't take aging too seriously. Laugh at the quirks of getting older. Hey, what can you say? Because that is exactly where I live. You know, sometimes my husband and I will get up and go, tag, you're it today, or we're both it today with our some of our ailments. You know, I don't want to talk too much about that, but that's a legit thing. When you get a certain age, man, you go to bed one way, you wake up and went, what happened in the night? Like, did Rocky Balboa come beat me about the head? And what's happening? You just got to laugh. Otherwise, I will cry. I do. There are those days too. You got to keep learning and trying new things. Take up new hobbies, learn a new language. Hello. Or try a new activity. What is it you haven't tried that you kind of secretly want to do? Anybody want to learn how to kayak? Y'all, kayaking is the most fun thing ever. Never thought I would enjoy it. I have so much fun. It is so beautiful to get out in nature. It just brings everything into perspective sometimes. What is it that you enjoy? Gardening? Find something. Try something new. That's your homework. Try something new. Keep your mind sharp with books, puzzles, and creative projects. I color every morning. I do word search every night, and I love it. And at one point when I was younger, I thought that was old lady stuff. No, it's keep your brain sharp stuff. Young people do it too. I know 30-year-olds that color. I think it's fabulous. Let's keep doing it. Take care of your health and happiness. Oh, ladies, we know this way too well. Should I have done it at 30? Absolutely. But I'm doing it now. I started way later than I thought. But you know what? God can redeem anything. He can redeem the time. Start making changes now. Put your health as a priority. Put yourself on your calendar. Make sure you're eating well, resting well, exercising, all those wonderful things. Make sure you're being independent and adventurous. Travel and explore. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Come on, we've talked about that. Find that thing that makes you a little bit scared, like a little bit scared to do, and do it. Find a girlfriend and go do it. Come on, you can do this, girls. You're golden, remember? Be fearless about speaking your mind. Now, I don't want to stop here. Don't be rude, but be fearless. Like, speak your mind and don't apologize. If you have something to offer, speak it with boldness, confidence, because you are speaking from a place of wisdom. The next generation needs to hear that. And I think it's okay to do that. Share your opinions in a loving way. Share your wisdom with the next generation. We've talked about that. Even creating a cozy living environment for yourself. I mean, sometimes you got to change up some stuff. Have you stayed in the same, like, is your house or your favorite room? Is it still the same? Change it up. Like, paint the walls and try a different color palette or try different materials that just bring you joy. Sometimes that's all it takes, you know, to kind of, if you feel like you're in a funk, like, oh man, you know, this aging thing, it's really hard and I really don't know how to embrace it. And I kind of want to change something, but I don't know what to do. Start with your environment. Why not? Give back and share your wisdom. As we've talked before, Giving to the next generation is so important. Mentoring young women and making a positive impact on your community, that is valuable. So priceless. And then don't let society's expectations of aging define you. We need to live fearlessly and fabulously. Oh, I missed a very important one. Oh, I got to pop on this one. Stay stylish and sassy. Oh, yeah, girls. Come on now. We need to rock bold fashions and wear things that make us feel fabulous. Confidence is the best accessory. I mean, at any age, and y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, I wear size comfortable now. I used to be so caught up in the size that I had. Not anymore. Now I wear size comfortable, and I'm okay with that. Learn to find that thing with you. Live fearlessly and fabulously, like I said, and embrace JOMO. Yep, the joy of missing out. Embrace solitude and rest without guilt. Be intentional with your time and find joy in simple moments. So as I end the podcast today, I just want to remind you, being golden is awesome. Being a golden girl is even better because, again, we have allowed God to test us and to make us even stronger in His might. So as you go out and live your best next, you go out and be a fearless golden girl. Have a great one.